We heard our chef say yesterday, in the good old days, nobody went out for Easter.
Right.
Everybody stayed home and cooked, which sometimes is so much more fun, I think.
Sometimes, depends. Our next guest, though, has some great ideas to bake up a perfect meal at home. We're joined now by Brian Emmett. And last year, Brian won the American Baking Competition and earned $250,000
On crutches, no less.
Oh my gosh, look at you. A book deal and bragging rights as America's best amateur baker. Wow.
Totally crying in that video. I love seeing that.
I still can't watch that.
Were you surprised?
You know what? I'm asked that all the time.
Yeah.
No, I really wasn't.
You weren't.
I felt really confident in the competition, and I never felt I was going home. So I guess I wasn't surprised.
So you're like, this is mine.
You know
What did you
This
make
is
for that
mine.
competition?
We had to make everything from breads to pastries, but the final was, a compilation of everything that we learned in the competition. So it was petit fours, mini meringues, and mini tarts.
What's your experience though? Because you run a marketing business.
Yeah.
You're not running a restaurant or a chef by trade.
No,
right?
it's just a passion of mine. I love it, and I try it out. My friends and family encouraged me to go out for it, and I tried out for some other cooking shows because I like to cook as well. And I never made it, and the door kept, getting shut in my face. And I said, okay, I can do this. And I brought my cheesecake down, encouragement for my wife, and I got on and I won.
That's awesome.
So
and now
awesome.
you're kind of showing us today
Yeah.
what you're making for Easter.
Exactly.
What do you have in front of us? Because this all looks a little intimidating
Yeah.
to
Yeah,
me.
it
Because it
does.
looks like a lot of stuff.
And actually, the reason I brought these is because you can get this done the night before.
The night before.
And all you
I
gotta
love
do is
that.
warm it up and pop it in the oven.
Oh,
but this
easy.
is really, it's a strata, but it's basically a savory bread pudding.
Okay.
So what I like to do is I like to make my own breadcrumbs, but you can also buy croutons
Okay.
and use that as well. So that simplifies it.
But the make from scratch really adds to the flavor.
It definitely
wouldn't
does.
you say?
What kind of bread do you use? Because I think that's important.
Yeah, this is sourdough, but again,
Okay.
if you want to use whole wheat, this is a great recipe that you can mix up. You can make low fat. You can do anything you want with it.
Okay.
So this is some rendered butter and also some fat from the sausage and the bacon that I have going here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to sprinkle that on here.
Butter and bread.
Yeah, and then we got
Yeah.
some onion salt. So what you're really doing is I deconstructed croutons, and we're just going to make homemade ones.
Okay. So
you're
you're not worried about spreading out too much. Are you going to stir it?
Yeah, we're going to stir
Okay.
it. So I'm just kind of dumping it on
Okay.
here.
And this is easy to do for the amateurs at home. You don't have to win national competitions.
No,
to make
not at all. This
What
is
was
really
that?
easy.
Was that paprika?
This is paprika.
Okay.
So it's basil, onion salt, paprika, and then this is a little Parmesan cheese. You got to have cheese.
Yeah.
So
Love
we're going
it.
to get that, and then these are already toasted. So we're going to stir that up,
Okay.
and then we're going to get these into your pan.
Okay.
And this is a smaller pan than I did here, but you're going to
Okay.
get that into the pan.
I
And
can
then,
tell you're used to TV because you do everything so quick.
and this mixture right here, this is cream and mushroom soup. Again, it's low fat.
Okay.
So then I have some half and half. You could use heavy cream. You could make it, exactly how
However.
you want it. Yep. And so we're going to
Okay,
get
so
that
you
all
have cream of
blended.
mushroom soup, some extra mushrooms, and then you just put in a little half and half,
Half
and
and
some
half
eggs.
and eggs. Yep.
Okay.
And that's going to become your base, and you're going to
Okay.
dump that on your croutons.
So easy. Look how fast he works. I love it.
Yeah, you know what? Like I said, and
It's
this
done.
Yep, and this goes in the night before,
Okay.
and you let it sit, and then you just wake up and you bake it, and then you can spend time with family. You don't have to worry and stress
I love
out.
that. I love that. Okay,
So-
so then you put on some, it looks like just shredded cheese.
Yep, shredded cheese, and use, again, any kind of cheese you want. You could use low fat, you could use Monterey Jack, you could use cheddar, whatever. This is cheddar and mozzarella, because that's what I like.
Okay.
And then this is going to go in the fridge overnight, and then when you wake up in the morning, you're going to pop it in the oven and cook it for an hour.
Is that Italian sausage?
This is actually breakfast sausage. and
Okay, that
bacon.
you just browned.
Yeah, but again, you could use Italian sausage, you could use turkey sausage, whatever you like.
Okay.
Awesome. Okay,
I
what
love
do we
it.
have going over here?
Sure. These are my cinnamon rolls, and this is
Okay.
both of these are going to be in my book, by the way. I should have
Your
mentioned
cinnamon
that.
rolls.
Yes,
okay,
my
how are
cinnamon
they
rolls.
different from my
Grandma's.
cinnamon rolls?
They're
Yeah.
my grandma's. I don't know. She just said they were different.
Okay,
So,
you don't have a secret ingredient?
I like to use nutmeg. So
Okay.
I like a lot of nutmeg. So this
And
is
I like
gonna have-
nutmeg better than cinnamon, so that's
Yeah,
cool.
so and this has a blend of it actually.
Okay.
So this is actually dough that I rolled out. This has been proofed, and the thing with cinnamon rolls is it's a double proofing. So
What does that mean?
Once you proof this, it's going to rise for about an hour in the oven, and then you're going to fold it and roll it, and you're going to get it into the pan, and then you're going to double proof it so these puff up again.
When you say
Okay.
proof, do you mean just let it rise?
Yeah, let it rise. We
Let
call
it rise.
it in the baking
Proofing.
world. It's called
oh,
proofing.
Okay,
yeah.
okay. Never heard of it. Okay.
Okay, so we got,
it.
the dough rolled out, and then we're going to have some butter on here, which that's already on there. And then
Okay.
we have some brown sugar.
Yeah.
We got to get the brown sugar on there.
Okay.
Because that's
I'm
what
gonna
makes
move
it all
this so
good.
we can see.
Yeah,
There we go.
my
Is
big
there
rolling
any?
pin.
I know your dough is homemade.
Yes.
Is there a dough that you like at the grocery store that people can find?
You could use the refrigerated dough. That's going to work just as well. But
Okay.
obviously, I use it homemade.
Okay,
Right.
so both of these recipes are in your book.
Yes.
What's your book called?
There's no name for it yet, but
Oh.
everything is due by the 15th, and I'm done.
Awesome.
Yeah,
So I'm
I love
excited,
it.
yeah.
Awesome.
These recipes we have though, and we're going to share.
Yes. And then what you're going to do is you're going to roll it up nice and tight. We got some hard brown sugar falling out there.
That's all right.
And then I like to cut off the ends. And then what you're going to do, and here's what I'm talking about when I'm talking about double proofing. You're going to get it into the pan and you're going to let it not touch. So you're going to put a couple of them in because they're going to double proof again.
They're going to rise more.
Yes, they're going to rise
Okay.
more.
It means
so
get bigger.
get bigger, get fluffy.
There you go. Okay, I got it now.
And then these go in the oven and then they turn out like that.
That's amazing. So as they kind of expand or proof or rise or whatever word you want to talk about, they get so that they touch like that. You
Yes.
bake them at
Yep.
what, probably 350 or
A little
something?
egg wash, 350 for about 20 to 25 minutes. No, actually 400 degrees.
And they turn out like this.
Yep.
And what do you like to do with frosting? What's in there?
This is just a simple powdered sugar frosting with a little bit of vanilla, and I like to add maple syrup to it.
Oh,
That's what kind of gives it
another
that
good
color.
ingredient.
Yeah.
Okay, so powdered sugar, a little
Half and half.
half and half,
Vanilla,
and
a little maple syrup.
That is delicious.
That's what makes it mine.
Oh yeah, I love that. That's
Yeah.
a great. That's a
Yeah.
great thing to add to that. And you can find these recipes on our website, themorningblend.com.
Yes.
We love having you here.
Thank you.
Here's your website so people can find out more about the baking competition that you won, some more great recipes, and all about Brian. It's brianemmettbake.com. brianemmettbake.com. It's
And
always a blast to see you and serve
Thank
it
you.
with some mimosas.
Yeah, we got a little bit of champagne here, and there
I
you
love
go.
it. That's Easter
Yeah,
See,
brunch.
this is Easter, and you could do this any time of the year.
Yeah.
But definitely for Easter, try it out. Do it the night before, and then you don't have to stress the day of.
I love it.
I think that's key.
Yep.
Fantastic.
Thanks,
Thank you so
Brian.
much.
Thank you very much.